Now this network appears twice in the BGP routing table. 17110 is being advertised by the local router and also being advertised by router 1. What you'll notice is both routes are valid because of the star, but the greater than sign indicates that this entry via the local router is chosen as the best path. BGP has a complex mechanism for choosing the best path, which includes what's called the metric, local preference, weight, and autonomous system path. You don't have to learn this for the CCNA certification, but if you're interested, do a search online for BGP path selection, or wait till you attend the CCNP route course, and there you'll learn about how BGP chooses the best path. BGP will firstly only choose paths that are valid, in other words, where the neighbor is reachable. There is a long list of reasons why BGP would ignore a specific path. But if it's valid, it chooses based on highest weight as the first choice. Notice the weight of locally advertised networks is 32768 by default. The weight of other routes is set to 0 by default. You can manipulate this, but routes advertised by the local router are preferred by default over routes received from others. And the logic is as follows. Who do you trust more, yourself or me? And I'm sure you're saying yourself. You'll trust yourself more than you'll trust me. As an example, if you won $1 million, would you entrust that money to me, or would you keep the money for yourself and trust yourself to manage it better? And it's the same logic here. The router trusts itself more than it trusts other neighbors or peers. Once that's done, it chooses what's called the highest local preference. It chooses routes that were advertised or originated using the network command before redistributed routes. This I at the end here means that the route got into the BGP routing table using the network command. Now it's misleading. It says the origin here is IGP. That's actually using the network command. We used the network command to advertise routes into BGP. Other options would be redistribution, which would show up as a question mark here. If you redistributed a route from OSPF or another routing protocol, it would show up as question mark. And EGP was an older routing protocol that existed before BGP, not used anymore. So the I here on the left-hand side indicates internal BGP. The I on the right-hand side indicates that the route originated or came into BGP through the use of the network command. Question mark, once again, would indicate redistribution. BGP then prefers the shortest autonomous system path, which we can talk about in a moment, and then there are a bunch of other options used to determine the best path. It's complex, but gives you a lot of control. Unlike IGPs, BGP gives administrators a lot of control over how routes are advertised and which paths are chosen as the best path through the internet. So now let's configure eBGP between Autonomous System 8 and Autonomous System 17.